Well, nothing like the present to figure out something brand spanking new with, a few subscribers and an audience potentially. So I'm really, literally figuring this out like right now. So don't hold it against me if this doesn't all go 100% smooth. Okay, good. So that's a good sign. Hey, what's up, Randy Cassidy, my brother? I saw your email by the way, and understood. Although there are ways around that. What I want to do right now, very very much live. I didn't put a lot of thought into this. I'm offering finally the ability for anybody in the community, anybody in the Progressive Patriot family, even outside of the family, to jump on in. What's up, Stormwood? What up? What up? Don't worry, I promise. Regardless of the way this ends up, however that is, I got things to say. I mean, I always will. So I'm going to put a link in the comments right now. There it is. I'm going to pin. Can I do that? I can't. Fantastic. Probably should have put it in the, what you call it, description. So let me be candid real quick. Also, for one, if you're new to Restream, or what is this? Yeah, StreamYards. That link, if you click it, I believe you enter what's called or known as the backstage. I get to kind of see you and decide that you're A-OK and you won't, like, I don't know, pull some prank and then you're in like Flynn. Until that happens, because I don't want to just awkwardly sit here. Oh, let me see. I'm glad you can see it. Saffron, thank you. Stormwood, you got 4 questions for Xana May, and if you work for NASA, well, that's a fantastic question. I mean, well, that goes back to the almighty Kylie Rodney case, which is no clearer. You know what? Since we're gonna go there, even though I was gonna go another direction, let's be as interactive as possible, and please do feel free. You know, I want to be a representation of the community. I want people to have the ability to share their voice. So this was a matter of time to, put, so to speak, my money where my mouth is, and leave the ability for anybody that wants to jump into a chat. Hello, Jessica. Jessica Pettis. I see you. I saw you wanting to be seen in the last live. On my hour break today, I did watch. Finally, I read every single comment from all of you amazing people that are keeping this going. And I suppose, what's up, Jeff? I'm going to spam the link. Please let me know if, in fact, you use the link and if there's any trouble. I've never done this on my own. I've always, had a co-host back in the Stuck in the Middle days, my bro Josh. So I figured until somebody does join the fray, so to speak. And I know I didn't put really any preparation. I didn't tell you guys what was going to happen. That little Captain Impulse. I just go with the flow here, and boom, here we are, just like life. Boom, it's happening. I figured okay. There's 2 things I'd like to share, and please take some. Hold on, let me see. Stormwood is engaging here. When I asked how fast he or she underwater, Sea-Doo went on a panel and you're not going to get blocked here. I know of a specific, I try not to put any attention about this. There's somebody out there that has a larger channel that has an issue with me, and that's all I'll say about that. But yes, this is going to be an open invitation to everybody. What's up, Bumblebee? Nunya, welcome, family. And also, when I go live, it's not just ever just about me being live. I wish that this community could come together, even if I'm not live, which is something I'm working on. I think I'll be speaking with Independent Many about creating that Discord. So the link is there. I'm sorry I didn't have the foresight, unless I can edit it now. I'm worried if I hit edit, it'll end the broadcast. So just know there's now 2 links. What's up, Bills Mafia? There's 2 links. If you want to join this panel, you are more than welcome. Let's meet. Let's have a conversation. That's where it starts. To be a community, we don't fear our neighbors. We speak to one another. So let me share two things, okay? Full transparency, all right? This was a pretty big one for me. All right. I've gotten a lot of emails about how I have inspired people, especially with the addiction episode. So I decided to go even further. And right now, I know I appear fine. That's because it's only been one day. I don't. It's not been an entire 24 hours. But well, you guys remember how I shared with all of you that I take Suboxone. I take very small micro doses, and just for the sake of YouTube, so they're not like, oh, he's talking about substances. We have to pull the advertisers. I'm only sharing this for educational purposes, and maybe it'll help somebody. So me, guys, I because of all of the emotion and passion that all of you have given back to me, that has made this so worth it, that gives me the drive to keep going after I burn out at work, to get over here and say, what's up, Candace? To get over here and be like, I'm not doing it, but I'm doing it. No, I got to do it. And then I fall into the rhythm and it's on. So this is my first day of not taking any doses, any Suboxone. I feel okay. I feel fine. I mean, I can tell my body, or maybe it's the psychosomatic aspect of the brain when it knows something is different. I think I'm starting to feel like the early onset of my body and mind recognizing that I didn't do this thing that I've been doing for almost 10 years now. But Subox or this, I'm not going to worry about my words, man. It's ridiculous. This is America, all right? So yeah, I didn't take it, and that's because you all have inspired me. All right. So day one, I'm gonna do my best. I know, and please do not always follow what is done. This is not a medically advocated step. What I have chosen, I am merely choosing of my own volition and inspiration by you amazing people within our community that I truly see something beautiful happening here. And I just figured, you know what? While the iron is hot and everything seems to be going so amazing, and I just had to send YouTube my ID, front and back. It's completely verified. That's a part of the whole process, apparently. And thank you all for making it possible. So yeah, I feel okay. I may not feel okay in the morning, but thank you guys. Storm is sharing some. And please remember that link. I will spam it. If you click the link, you're going to join me backstage. And if you did click it and I don't see you, please let me know. Every time I go on this side, it keeps giving me an advertisement. So there it is. There's that link. Feel free to join. I'm not going to be sitting here begging. But all right, Storm, what did you have to say there? Sorry, I'm reading comments. So if I go silent for a moment, just know it's because I'm reading the voice that is one. We are the voice. 7 years off dope. Used to bang. Okay, so I'm watching what I'm saying a little bit, but I'm still going to read and I'm still going to be me. So, all right. Used to take a gram for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Was in a very bad place, betrayed by everyone, and wanted to expire at the point of getting clean. When you're on a microdose like that, it's not. This is very true. And this is not the first time that I've done something like this. There's been in the past where I would go in kind of with a plan and get myself to rehab. I've been to rehab 3 different times, and well, here I am. And right now, in recovery, they teach you take everything one day at a time. And today is that day. Watch my boy just now. How is everyone? Welcome. Please get yourselves all familiar with each other, shake each other's hands, turn around, do-si-do, say hello. This is the family that we're building together. So I figured, well, that link is there. If somebody is interested, let me know and I'll repost it. That's what 5K subs gets you. Just Scotty, that's what 5K subs get you. A family? I hope that's what you meant. Thank you, Just Scotty. I think I recognize your name from a good place. So, okay, you guys ready for story time? Because I got a story, and this one's it's I made a video about it in the past, and oh yeah, Just Scotty, I'm sorry, I remember you, brother. Okay, all right. So, and thank you guys for helping me have the strength. Thank you, Grandma Sarah. Thank you, family, Progressive Patriot family. Thank you, thank you. I've never had so much gratitude in my heart, and it's so incredible that I've been so happy in general, like in my day to day and at my job. Somebody asked me how was the job. It was quite a day. The storm messed up shipments and all that. So instead of getting the standard delivery at the regular time, whatever normal time is, which is usually the morning, I had one at like 8 p.m. So I had to like double time it before I had to. Let me see. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I had to double time and get everything put away and stored and yada yada boo hoo whoa whoa is me. But I got story time, okay? So this is gonna be a story, and there are some people that are close to me that'll know who I'm talking about, and there are old friends of mine. And remember, I've told the story once before, and it's gonna get strange. Remember, I'm a very, I hope I come off as a rational, logical individual. I think I made that clear when I talked about, the paranormal experience that I had. And when I woke up from the coma after my surgery, I wrote down, it's, I believe, out of the blue. And I told you guys I'd find that for y'all. So I have this ex-girlfriend. I will give her a code name out of respect, even though I will not deny I'd still love to hear from her, but this is, I guess, a part of the consequences of doing somebody wrong is you having nothing left to do but to respect their wishes as your final penance. So for the sake of anonymity for her, I'll call her A. Her name is A. There you go. So A and I dated for about 2 years. This is not the ex-fiance, by the way. And remember berries for you, Eli. What have you done today to save your country? Remember berries? What have I done today? I worked my job and I'm doing what I can right now. I don't. Yeah, I'm here, Just Scotty. I'm doing everything I can, and right now I hope that this is in the middle of building a community. So, all right, without deviating, please jump in, Just Scotty. If you got anything you'd like to bring to the table, here we go. Boom. So, there's the link to join me here on the screen. The story with A. Okay, so this may not go over well with the entire demographic that we have, but I'm just going to lay it out as it is. So, A and I fell for each other. We met on the city bus, and let me see. Sorry, CanCon just messaged me. Oh, okay, good. CanCon and I are going to collaborate very soon. Sorry, man. I'm trying to. I really am. I'm trying. I'm multitasking. I may be going through minor withdrawal, but everything is very, very doable. Okay, you guys give me the strength, and that's all that matters. Finally, okay, and please speak amongst yourselves. I got to get the story out. So A and I, we met on the city bus, and I got her number, something that was very out of character for her to do. She wrote it down. It wasn't a cell phone exchange, and her and I really hit it off really quick. It was like, I don't know. I guess the cheesy saying, puppy love. That immediately started. We got into a very serious relationship as time went on, and she is definitely hands down one of the most important loves of my life, and still remains in my heart forever to this day, and that will never change. I have grown to accept that I've had to let go, but of course, there's always going to be elements of, and I had issues at that time with the way I would regulate my own use of Suboxone at that time. Yeah, I wasn't messed up or effed up, but I was still coming back to being who I was after 10 years of damaging my brain. So fast forward, okay, I did the ultimate taboo, and damn it, man, I was such an idiot. I didn't know what loyalty and love I had in front of me for 2 years. I brought her to my family. Everybody loved her. We loved each other. So of course, I did the scumbag thing. This was back when I was 20. I wish my friend Sarah was here. She's a nurse that I know, a good friend, and she could tell me. But let's say I was 20, 25, 26, and I think it lasted longer than 2 years. I cheated on A. I cheated on her like a freaking fool, like a complete moron, and there's no penance for that. So, and it was with with a girl a woman, let me clarify, that I met through the job I had at the time. I worked at a Office Max, and this chick. I'm sure her first name doesn't, or let's call her V. So V would come by, and V and I were attracted to each other, and I was in a very loving relationship. That's all that should have mattered. And there's no excuses. There was no drinking, no nothing. I messed up bad, and I was a fool. And I told on myself. I told A what had happened, and she was okay with it. She was forgiving. She cried. It was terrible. She punched me in the chest, like I was holding her, and she was banging on my chest, and I explained to her, like it's so hollow. Like, I've been cheated on. I'm not going to frame it as like, a series of events justifies what I did, in no shape or form. All right, the first love of my life from 8th grade cheated on me. The beautiful, lovely lady that took my virginity cheated on me with my best friend. And it goes on. And then I got spiteful, especially with the ex-fiance. We just made a thing out of cheating on each other and dragging other innocent people into it. And like, I ruined people's friendships. There was these 3 sweet girls. Like, at this time, I think I was like 20, and they were all like, they were also 18, 19, 20, something like that. They were 3 friends, and I just, like a scumbag. This is when, at that age, I was still using. I'd go out with one, and that would make them all jealous, and I'd get rid of the other. And I guess I'm revealing everything. Like, I keep on saying I'm putting it all out there. There's nothing that anybody can tell on me for, and I'm owning up or trying to atone for the many things that I have done to hurt others. And it's given me a new set of eyes to see these days, to be more empathetic and compassionate with our fellow human beings. So yeah, I was a scumbag. Especially when I was a junkie, I was a monster. So cheating on A, she forgave me and all of that. And then, even after forgiving me and willing to give it another go, I dump her. I was a real scumbag. And I remember we tried to do the friend thing, and she told me she just couldn't do it. And I don't know how much time had passed to where I tried to reach out to her, and she made it very clear she did not want to have anything to do with me, and I cannot blame her. This is a long time ago, but still, like, it's never pleasant to relive stuff like this. But I don't know. It's something I think about often, so there's nothing more cathartic than to kind of release it by talking about it. Good evening, NC Country Girl. You're welcome to Eli, Progressive Patriot, telling on himself as to what a scumbag he was. Yeah, I was a trailer park boy, I guess, back in that time. StreamYard, join the fray. So here's something pretty incredible, okay? So my girlfriend of that time, my ex, A, was also a pagan that was very much into witchcraft. That was not my thing. I was always clear about how fascinated I was and open-minded. She allowed me to go and join her coven meetups or something. So her and her fellow witch pagan friends would all get together. It was very interesting to view. For me, I was an observer, and it was an educational purpose kind of thing. I think I only went twice out of our 2 years together, because I wasn't incredibly intrigued. I mean, I was interested, but So I'm telling you this to lead to something very kind of strange that happened after the fact. But I'm trying to remember the first time I went to whatever it was they do or did. When it comes to paganism, I have to own up to my ignorance. So no offense to any pagans or people that practice witchcraft. It's there are witches that are about nature and all of that. And so I went there and they had this setup, very interesting cast of characters for sure. And so they go outside and they have, I guess, this might creep some people out. Some kind of an altar, and it was like a tent of sorts. Only there's big sheets in the front. What's up, Log and Farm Cali? I appreciate all of you. You have to pull these giant door sheets apart to enter, and inside is very comfortable. There's all these pillows that are down, and I'm trying to remember with the best of my ability. Candles, check. Uh, a Kopich dagger was there. Everybody was carrying this Kopich. A Kopich, if you were to look it up on any search engine, it's a dagger. It's very famous in history for being a dagger that is used for rituals. And a Kopich is a dagger that, I guess think of it as a snake. No. Think of it like an S with a point. So it goes like this and then point. So what these pagans or witches would do is they I didn't participate. I just sat there watching. They knew it's not my thing, but I promised I would be open and receptive and be there for her or whatever. It meant something to her, and I loved her. They would I don't know what they were reciting. They would put the dagger up and do a how do I show you? So here's a dagger in my hand. Boom, down, left, right, something like that. Raising the dagger, no sacrifices, I promise. And they're praying, I think, to nature or the goddess or Gaia, something like that. Bear with me. This is like maybe over. Let's see. I am close to a decade ago. Pretty close. And so yeah, that's what I remember. They did that, and then they would all go up and stand behind this little I don't know, podium that they had outside within this large tent. And I'm trying to remember pictures and stuff, but nothing looked evil, demonic, nefarious. Not my scene, but nothing, and they were dressed in like their own homemade garb and stuff like that. So, all right, here's the fun part of the story. What's up? Let me explain a little bit about Lewis, by the way. I saw in the live chat while I was on break today. Oh, we do have somebody in the background. Can whoever's in the background do me a favor? If that's the case, worrisome. I really hope not, because I feel like I would have known if that was the case. They were not about that. So okay, played Panther. Could you you look legit. Just want to be very, very I mean, I'm gonna tell you something incredible that happened after we had broken up. Okay, well, I see your face. I think we're gonna give it a shot. Hello. Can you hear me? Hey,
What's going on?
welcome.
It's just totally dark here, and I don't want to run my car battery out. Hope you don't mind.
I don't mind at all, my man. How are you? Which one are you?
I'm Plaid Panther.
Is that what your screen name would be in the
Yeah.
in
What's
Okay, all
going
right.
on,
Well,
Progressive Patriot? What's going on, everyone?
trying to keep the people somewhat amused with, I guess, interesting anecdotes from my past, but more importantly, man, how are you? How is everything? What's good?
Well, I admire what you're doing. I was saying in the chat that stories need to be told, and it's a shame that so many people have had so many vast experiences, and we can all learn from each other, and so many of us don't tell our stories. We don't share. We feel ashamed. Uh, Whatever it may be, we're all going through our rites of passage in life, and a lot of people feel that maybe they aren't. I don't know. I almost feel like a lot of people are ashamed to tell their story. So I admire what you're doing, and more power to you, especially for quitting the drugs, man.
Oh, well, that. Thank you so much. That was a whole battle. It robbed me of my 20s. It robbed me of being a human being in my 20s. But I'm still, completely honest, as I've explained, on that little microdose of Suboxone, which is really just hiding from their withdrawals that need to catch up. But today I've abstained, and because the inspiration of all of you sharing with me, and including you, I mean, you're a part of this family, this community. I truly believe if we can keep on striving, we could do something amazing and prove that we don't always need three-letter agencies or taxpayer funded organizations that pretend to do the work that we want them to do. I think there's something special here, but yeah, I go on my rant.
Absolutely. I think more and more people are, especially with a lot with what a lot of people are calling like the Great Awakening and all this kind of stuff. I think more and more people are coming to realize that the corporate government franchise as it is just that. It's just a front. It's a joke. It's run by alphabet soup agencies that are all, in association with the underground in various ways, shapes, and forms. And it's all a joke, man. I think more and more people are realizing that, wait a second, like, the only way that this is gonna change, because this is, ultimately the beast system. I mean, you have to live on the outside of it. I don't want to go all over the place here, but I just think that more and more people are becoming aware that it's not at all what they were raised up to think it was. So
I
it's a
think
rude awakening. The Great Awakening is a rude awakening. It's a red pilling, but
it's eloquently put. I mean, that's exactly what I mean. Whatever you want to call it, I myself haven't chosen the description of choice. A great awakening, a great reset, something. I do believe it's either happening or it damn well better happen because all of us, you, myself, everybody with us, everybody that watches in the future, are wise to exactly what you described. The powers that be are there. They haven't been serving us. They're profiteering off of our suffering, and they're living in luxury while we try to scrape by, and they reward us with freedoms that have always been our freedom and try to say that it's to praise them for it. I'm hoping I started this hoping that everybody would understand and feel just how sick and tired I am, and I know we all feel that.
absolutely, man. And the ruling elite, as more and more people are finding out, are just private billionaires. They try to sell the human, humanity back to you. They try to sell your sovereignty back to you, but it's in or transhumanism or something like that. Like, you can escape God, you can escape the afterlife because you can download yourself into the Borg system or something like that and merge with the beast. It's just insane that we live in these times. And you were saying earlier about how you were, betrayed and all this kind of stuff. I was saying in the chat, polyamory has just completely devastated our society, and it's devastated generations. I mean, generations have been cheated on and experienced betrayal and not been able to have families or continue legacies because of that. Just because of that. Like, and you become, you know, a bachelor in your 40s. And, if you're not rich at that point, like, well, good riddance. You know what I mean? And
You're
it's
tapping
not, this
into
isn't a new thing. If that's living in a patriarchy, like,
you're making me
welcome,
think of.
Jessica.
Oh yes, hello Jessica. By the way, welcome to the first Progressive Patriot panel. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm
I'm
very
good.
excited.
How are you?
Forgive the happy schoolgirl look on my face. I'm very excited and elated and manic as always, but I'm fantastic. I'm inspired, and I'm looking at amazing people. Welcome to the
I know
panel. Sorry, say again. I know I.
Oh,
Oh,
this mama sees you.
Okay. You see me?
I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, I think most of us who are very intuitive and, you know, can see the kind of person that you are. There's no doubt.
That means a lot. I mean, this is a small part of the overwhelming positivity that's become, like I say, y'all are a bunch of sparks that become a flame, and we are a fire. The reoccurring message that I get from a lot of people is seeing the sincerity that I'm trying to allow to shine through, and I think something has caught on. So thank you. And the small pockets of hate that they matter so
Welcome.
little.
Excuse my language.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's ultimately the wisest road to take. Because I saw that some person jumped in last night while we were all just vibing, and I saw you specifically say something. You were trying to have me see you in the chat, and that's actually something as
Are
simple
you
as that.
muted,
It was
Patriot?
three letters. Me? Am I muted? What?
No,
Kelly,
we hear you. We hear you.
can people hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. I saw just like three simple words in the chat from you, Jessica, which was please see me or something like that. That little thing, so it's ironic that you're here now, inspired me to do this. Do you see how something little can start and ripple out? And I think that's another metaphor. I like using that term for what it is we are trying to achieve here. Together, we can have an impact, and just something so small, three letters on a screen, inspired me to get this panel thing set up right now. So thank you, Jessica. Thank you very
No,
much.
you're welcome. And I would probably venture to say I'm probably 15, 20 years maybe older than you.
Are you sure about that there? I mean,
I'm 45.
I
I mean,
mean, I'm 38.
I do look young, but
I got the baby face. Played Panther. I think he had some difficulty. I'm not trying to pull a dodge. Okay, I didn't boot him, and I'm not having mods say, "Oh, why'd you leave? Why'd you leave?" No. He left or had some
hit
difficulty.
the link and come back up.
Yes, the invitation is open. Let me repost it.
But that's me and my second oldest. I have 4 boys.
But that's quite a handful you got there. But thank you for
18,
adding to the.
17, 13, and 11.
My goodness, lady, you are quite busy. I'd imagine your day to day.
Yeah, my oldest is driving me nuts.
Do you get to stay at home as a mother, or do you?
I'm very, very blessed. Like I said, we all have a story. My first husband, that my oldest two, um, I had with him, it was a very, very toxic relationship. We got into a car accident when we were hit by an 18-wheeler on our way to the beach. And this was before we had kids and before we were married. And I had a head injury and bruised ribs. And of course, they put me on pain medication.
Oh boy,
And that's what led to my addiction. And
how?
I ate floor tabs like they were jelly beans.
Okay. If you don't mind my asking, unless you're telling a story,
I wouldn't be up here if I had minded you asking anything. So
how are you still taking opiates?
no, I've been clean for 16 years, but I got clean off Suboxone, but it saved my life.
How long were you on Suboxone for? I see you worrisome. Just 2 more minutes and you're in. I promise. How long were you on Suboxone for?
I'm still on Suboxone.
Oh, so you're like me, huh?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Are you microdosing as well?
I would say no.
Are you taking do you take the tab or the pill form?
I take the strips.
Okay. And So do you do like when I first started? It was the whole freaking
I
8 milligram.
yep. But see, then this is the thing, and my new husband, um, and I had known him actually since high school when we met when I was going through my divorce. Like we found each other again, and I actually got him clean. And he can take one strip and he cuts it into 4 pieces. He
Yep, that's
just
how I
takes
started.
a quarter, and he's really right. He's like, "Mommy, you don't it because it does stay in your system." He was like, "You just need just a tiny little bit." So he can take one strip. It lasts him 4 days.
That's what I've been doing as well. One strip can last me about 2 weeks.
See, I mean, that's really good. I guess it's more of a
Psychosomatic is the word you're looking
you're
for.
scared. Like you're scared. You
Let
know,
me
like
uh, let me welcome briefly Worrisome, and Marine Iguana. Both of you welcome. Truly.
Oh, hey, I was just wondering, have you guys been paying to, current events, what's going on right now?
I mean, let me know specifically to the best of my ability.
Well,
I
no,
think
the
means of
economy
the
is taking a dive.
topic.
Yeah, I mean, we've been feeling that for quite some time
Well,
now, right?
that's kind of old news, isn't it?
Not really. If you watch the stock market last couple days, it's getting bad. No, that, but the United States is now being accused of blowing up Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines over in the Baltic Sea.
So Russia's also being accused of doing it too.
Uh, it financially it wouldn't make any sense for them because they spent $10 billion putting it in, and
Really?
then
It
yeah,
makes complete sense to
no,
blame it on
no,
the United States so they could.
they're not saying anything.
Well, I've
Well,
heard both.
They're
I,
not.
I,
Russia's not saying anything. The thing
Eli, have
is,
you not heard both?
sorry, hold on.
They're
our
more,
Let's
they're
try.
more
listen.
ships
Guys,
and
guys, guys.
Russian ships.
Let's try one at a time because when two people talk at the same time, it overpowers each other and then nobody hears anything. So let's do our best to navigate. Uh, who
Sorry.
who wanted to? No, it's okay. No, no. Hey, learning experience, community, family. We're all here. Nobody did anything wrong. So who wanted to speak next? And what I was going to say, I wanted to ask if something is true that I read, and I don't know if it was like facetious humor or what. Did I heard that Kamala Harris has allied us with North Korea? Tell me that's not.
What?
Yeah, okay, thank you. That was
Oh,
by
I haven't heard that.
Can.
No
I didn't.
way.
No, please take that with a grain of
I
salt.
wouldn't be surprised.
My friend, I think you guys know him, cannabis conservative Brian Lupo. He now works for the Gateway Pundit. He's on Rumble, fantastic individual. He put that as a post. Actually, I can pull it up while you guys are chilling, and I will
Well,
verify.
I'm just saying that yeah, Russia has no reason. They spent the money to put that in, and they had leverage over Germany, and all of a sudden, boom, it goes off. Um, no, that even our allies, a lot of our allies are saying that we did it, and we have video of Biden and uh, Newland both on there saying, we will end it. So,
I will not deny that I've had okay. So here's something interesting, and I know you. If you have questions, please ask. I started as a Bernie, like Ron Paul got me active, and then I was a Bernie Sanders supporter. Then I evolved into a Trump supporter, and Trump is the first president to actually make me look at other countries as a threat. He succeeded in that, like opened my eyes to the threat that China was to us and why
Right.
we had to impose tariffs. So I guess. I'm just trying to understand currently, like with the Russia threat looming, like what is the current events as it stands with our tension with them? They're still
well,
having their
Putin,
war with Ukraine, right?
well, yeah, but the people in eastern Ukraine just voted saying they wanted to annex from Ukraine and become Russia. So now the Russian borders might go down to the Ukraine, And Putin has been saying if you present a fucking threat to us, well, we got these things called tactical nukes. So things are getting a little tensionous here.
Oh, and thank you. You reminded me. That's the point I was trying to get at when I went on that rant. It is the tensions that I've been watching, and I never want to really say I'm afraid and I'm defeated, but I think we're all as Americans concerned about that tension and nukes in general ever being brought up in
He looks
conversation.
so weak because of Biden, bumbling effing idiot.
Yep.
Biden
Got lost on a stage. I mean, Jesus
Amen.
Christ.
Sing his sister.
I mean, Jesus Christ. He like on a stage, dude. Walk off the same way you walked on. Like, what in the hell?
And
Like,
the
I don't
funny
even
thing
know
is,
why they put this guy in front of anyone. I mean, it's
just
no,
recently,
they're
Th-
and
and
th-
Trump come up and said,
so
"Hey,
weak.
look, I'll go over there and talk this out."
Now,
Nobody's paying attention.
just a brief moment.
what I do find a little bit of confidence in is like as far as like our generals, like what
Really?
Colin Powell did like that we have like Biden's not the end all be all. He doesn't
No.
make every decision for our military and defense and all that stuff. Thank God.
He can't decide what type of pudding he's having that night. But anyways,
Guys, I want to let the people that have been sitting here speak. So Marianne, Iguana, and Tabitha, I see that you guys have muted your mics, but please feel free to speak.
Come on up.
Welcome. How y'all doing?
I have ADHD.
We all do in some way.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt or be rude. It's just
No, it's okay. It's okay. But I do want to hear from them. They've been sitting here for a little bit, and I just want to see. And I am aware of it just happened to Captain Kurt, so I'm ever vigilant here. There are people that are going around jumping on open panels like this and dropping inappropriate images. So I'm so I'm looking at Marianne.
Kurt?
Like
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. So Marianne, nice doll. Is there anything you'd like to say? Thank you, Kara Froman. I'm gonna address that, but Marianne, I'm gonna give you a few moments to speak. You got anything?
You gotta jump in where you fit in.
Hello, Marianne. It's a nice
Come on
doll.
out.
I'm gonna give you a few. They're up. Can you guys all see everybody up?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to speak, Marianne? Your mic is muted. I'm gonna give you.
Leader Lowe didn't have it. You just jump in. You got something to say. You just say it.
All right.
You gotta be rude. You know.
I don't want to boot somebody off the panel, but Marianne, please, your time is now.
What? You're so sweet.
What?
You know what?
I'm not feeling
comfortable.
Are we getting trolled or something?
I'm kicking that guest out just to be safe because of what happened to Captain Kurt. If you were legitimate, I apologize. Feel free to jump back in. And let me say thank you so much to Kara Froman. We got ourselves a
super chat.
God,
come on. You got to do like up church. I got a super chat.
See, that's so terrible because now, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's great, but because it seems like it's so associated with Tony Dodge now that it has that stigma around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's kind of like an FU to him.
Tony Dodge ruined the term super chat on a platform that has had it for I don't know how many years just by being himself. So, Tony Dodge, in the name of super chatters everywhere, we condemn you, sir.
Hey,
doesn't Tony Dodge look like a bug-eyed PETA?
A pervert?
Yeah.
Remember, say Play-Doh if we're going to say.
I'm sorry, a P.
Oh, what? A Play-Doh?
Yeah, Play-Doh guy. Play-Doh.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, everybody, please don't apologize. Tabitha, you're still there, by the way. Please feel free.
Well, Mama's new to all this stuff. Like, I don't know that, like, there's words I can't say because I was on, like, Sir Coolbox and I said shit and he literally lost his mind on me.
I'm not going to tell anybody to not curse. That would be not me as a
I
human.
said
So feel free.
SHIT, and
Oh,
then
you
I
could say, hey,
apologized.
you could say shit here, Jessica. It's okay. I can't tell anybody to not be who they are.
But I didn't know that. Like, I went on the panel, and literally, you can go back, and I was so
Can we
respectful.
say maps?
Yeah.
But
Okay,
I mean, how do you know
he's a
that you
maps kind of guy.
Here, let me briefly, whenever somebody does go out of their way to contribute, I am going to take my time to thank them.
and you
This is
said,
from H Bomb's shit show. I'm not going to not read the name. Start prepping. Food in your pantry
Yep.
worth more than money in your bank these days.
Yep.
That's the truth. Thank you, H Bomb, for dropping the truth. Kara Froman, I think of it like other creators compare going to a comedy show or a bar and tipping for the good time and content. Well, if that's the case, and you feel I truly deserve it, I mean, this is a us thing. Who got kicked out? Plaid Panther, you got kicked out of Christian's house?
I'm not
No,
watching that, so
nobody's getting kicked out of here. Nobody's getting kicked out of here unless you full on trying to troll.
trolling, being a troll, right? But I can't see chat when I'm talking to you. No, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Like, I went up on his panel, and like I said shit, and everybody was like, "Whoa!" And
Oh
I
my
was
God,
like,
Jessica, what did you say? Hey,
"Yeah,
hey.
like this is family friendly," and I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know I couldn't say shit." And they were like, "And you
On
said
Tony
it again."
Dodges?
Like, you
Jessica,
can go back and watch his live, and they
have
were like
you,
losing their minds.
Was
have you
I'm
learned
like,
nothing? How dare you? You said
was
it again.
was that on Tony Dodges site?
no, it was Sir Coolbox.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't
'Cause,
care. I
And this was
understand
weeks
content
ago.
creators that are trying to, stay monetized and in the good graces. But when you start asking the people to support you to kowtow to like the platform that they have chosen, I've chosen to go on YouTube, and that's my problem. You guys want to say shit? Please feel free. You are here. You're a part of the family. I'm not gonna impose the rules of the host on y'all. So
Well, no, but if
y'all
you
figure
ask
that out.
me not to say it after I say it, then I'd be like, okay, I hear you. I will respect you enough not to say that. But I mean, it was like after I said shit, they like literally were triggered, and I was like,
I can hear the tears of the family that lives next door dropping every time you drop the S bomb. Oh my goodness! How dare you,
so I
lady?
was like, what the
Young
crap? My
lady.
kids say shit.
Oh my goodness, Jessica! Have you no shame, woman? I am losing it here.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
real? Are you real? Okay, all
I
right.
think they did say that.
Huh?
I was like, I'm not a freaking troll. What the hell? I'll show you my face. I just don't want to see my face.
So, anybody else want to come up?
Yeah, this is where we're totally kicking it and chilling. I think somebody, Ash B, said she was gonna come up when the service is good. And oh yeah, I did. Look, what do you guys think about the way I'm treating like modding? Am I being too trusting and loose with
Maybe
it?
a little.
Yeah, really?
Not with me, of course. But
Well, I mean, I see people and I watch them after a time because yes, I read every single I can't keep up with the comments, but with the lives, I read everything and I see somebody and I judge their character as being sincere and that they understand the cause. So I'm like, yep, wrench, I don't know. Maybe I'll chill out with it.
no, I think everybody that's in here, like I said, we see you.
Yeah.
Like, most of us are good people, and it's not going to be hard to spot a, excuse my language, fucking troll.
Yeah, I started watching when he started doing the Tony Dodge shit, and I was like, right on, bro. This dude don't seem right to me.
I mean, I have learned now to be a little bit more cautious because some of there's a channel that I'm going to keep nameless that was going after me because of the implication. Right, accused him. I did imply some things and granted him the opportunity to clear his name since you've all seen him so passionately defend his name. Suddenly, though, right now he's attack. He's just attacking people left and right, bringing up.
Nobody wants anything to do with him.
Right, he is toxic. Did y'all see his don't even bother giving him the support. Don't go check his stuff out. But he has made a new intro. He's totally this is a good business strategy what he's doing. I just wish he wasn't such a Squidward pug face looking punk that is shady as all hell. But he used the panel episode that Upchurch went on with Xana May as his intro. So the very thing that got him under fire is now the very thing that he's going to use to bring more attention.
No,
he's using.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
I hope not.
And I haven't gone. I unsubscribed. I haven't gone back to that freaking
10-4. Yep.
You know, if someone reacts to something like you, if you like do a reaction, like I'll watch it if you do it, but I don't want to give him the views.
Yeah, I'm very mixed. I stayed.
He is freaking disgusting.
He's a creepy guy, and people have reached out to me and shared tidbits of information that are creepy. And I'm just getting too much conflicting information, but I do have a couple of mods' phone numbers, and there's one of them I really want to speak to that says everything that we think is true. Let me say allegedly for the sake of safety.
I got to say something. Just remind me so I don't forget. Because I'm ADHD.
Well, say something now.
Yeah, go ahead. Feel free.
I'm waiting for Low. Go ahead.
What are you waiting for?
Because he said he had to say something, so I was going to let him do it.
Oh, we're not going to just sit here waiting for the waiting. No, just go on.
Well, I was being respectful.
Well, I was just saying when Tony Dodge said something about gang banging Church's mom,
GB,
I was like, what?
Yeah, the way he handled that was absolutely deplorable. He's the best person at making himself look like the worst person. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody that's got a better knack and talent for making themselves look like a creep. And Tabitha, you were up here earlier, so if you had some complications, I see you left us. Let me at least read your comment. What do you think about Babel? He gives me the creeps also. All right, everybody, give me advice. This is Help Guide Progressive Patriot, which we are one voice. I will not make a move unless it's kind of approved, unless I go with my gut. But I'm thinking about starting to at him and challenge him to have a conversation.
Oh my God.
You all think that I should try it?
Absolutely. And let me send you some links that Coco the Terrier, he's just a little small channel like me. He's not really a content creator, but he's screen capped the videos when Psycho was like calling Xana May a bitch and defending Ryan and calling out Gotcha Man. I'll send them to you. Is your email in the description or the community, whatever?
ProgressivePatriot44@gmail.com.
Or just look up Coco the Terrier. He's just started doing
So who's Babel?
Psycho Babel. You're unfamiliar? Like, I don't want to use this platform to plug that guy.
No. Psycho deleted all these videos.
He did?
Yes. The ones where he's calling Xana May a bitch and talking about Ryan and talking shit about Gotcha Man or whatever. I don't think he can.
I really don't know how you can talk about Ryan. He's a pretty square guy.
No.
He's got a lot of money and he gives it out.
He was talking good about Ryan, defending Ryan, calling Xana May a bitch.
That doesn't sound like
that's a little crazy.
Well, I'll send them to you.
Lilith Morningstar, I see you, by the way. I will. Okay, Ash B, you and I will be speaking. We're going to get to that conversation. I have procrastinated long enough. There are people that were close enough with Mr. Dodge that want to speak and have things to share, and it's time that I get that done and do my due diligence. This is not a channel where I'm trying to tear other YouTubers down, but if there are people that get exposed as being a part of the darkness, we will be the light.
Fetters, breaking Fetters.
That's my boy.
I didn't have anything against Tony Dodge before, but just after a few things that he said and the way that he looks, I mean,
things you don't joke about. You don't joke about being a pedophile.
Play-Doh.
A P. Sorry.
I'm 48 and I got a daughter. I mean, don't joke about that.
That's not funny. In no way, shape, or form is that funny.
His defense was sarcasm, right? And then him and Psycho Babel got together and had a grand old chat about, people forgot what sarcasm is. Yeah, you can use that to disguise what a creep you are.
So
Right.
this guy and this other guy got together, and they were joking about like pedophilia.
The Play-Doh. Yeah,
Play-Doh.
they
Play-Doh.
were
Wow,
they were joking
wow.
about it. Yes.
No, that's not like comedy hour right there.
That was Angry Snowman, and what was the other one?
Uh,
I know you saw it, didn't
was
you?
that?
Eli?
I mean, even Chappelle will not go there.
Yeah, I mean,
No one goes there unless you're a
Yeah.
freaking sheep.
look, I understand the element of shock jock humor, but yeah, this kind of topic, there's nothing literally
Yeah.
funny about it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Did y'all see Fetter's video where he played that clip from Tony Dodge's live? It was Angry Snowman and whatever, and they were saying Play-Doh jokes, and
What?
it was it was disgusting. He wouldn't.
Okay.
He
Oh, yeah,
only.
He's not been reported yet.
Y'all can't say map or Play-Doh, whatever sticks with
What?
you.
Can't say Play-Doh.
You can say
Oh.
Play-Doh and you can say map. I'm just
Oh.
reading the chat. Map means you know what it means.
Yeah. But
No, go to
no.
Breaking Fetters, and I get like it was like when he was on the road and he was watching Tony Dodge and Angry Snowman, and I can't think of the other dude that called in, and they were like, ha ha ha, we looked
I
up
mean,
Play-Doh jokes on the internet, and they told him on
Oh,
Tony
God.
Dodge's live, they're disgusting.
I don't even want to hear him.
No, it'll make you.
I
throw
mean,
up.
I can understand your mom's fat jokes and shit like that. But when we go there, we got a problem.
These are gross. He only played 2, and he's like, I'm not gonna play any of the rest of these jokes. No, they're like literally vile.
I know, and he copped to getting a strike and doing it because he knew it would gain attention, which is
Did you see that, Eli? Wasn't that disgusting?
it's
Lord, where are we
incomprehensible.
now in society?
Oh my God!
If you're an individual where that's all you feel you have left in you to try to get attention, subscribers or something, I don't even feel bad. That would be a terrible term to use. I don't know. I look at you as not human. I mean, that's a very low area to have to put yourself just so you get something. There's so many.
Isn't it bordering illegal? I mean, shouldn't they get the FBI interested in that shit?
That's what I said.
I mean,
are these guys grown men really telling? I mean, that it was disgusting and vile.
He did, like, some viewers, supporters, they went out to point out, like, it's crazy YouTube like won't leave their advertisement on a couple of like the human trafficking, my addiction episode, and the whistleblowers one. They pulled the advertising, and but then somebody mentioned, like, but all these other weirdos talking about all this crap.
And yet my child who loves trains and Thomas the Train, he goes and watches a Thomas the Train video, and they're like, fuck, shit. And I mean, it's literally captioned.
It's coming out in school.
Video, like some kid that is interested in trains goes and watches this video, and the dude's cussing. I'm like, what?
Wait, what are you talking about with that content? Thomas the Choo Choo and all that.
No, it's coming out right now in schools. Haven't you seen the school board meetings where the teacher or the parents are printing out from the school books and they're showing it to the cameras, and you're like, what the hell?
What I'm saying is, like, my child looks up a Thomas the Train video on YouTube, and the dude is cussing, but yet he's talking about Thomas the Train, and he's, it's like
it goes further than that.
Well, but I'm saying it's like a subject that a kid would look at, but this dude is talking like he's talking to a grown man.
So what they're doing is masquerading, and is that a troll attempt in and of itself?
Well, it's more than one video, and my son said, "Well, Mom, the reason why they do that, my 13-year-old is like smarter than me and my husband put together. He's like a brainchild. He's like, Mom, the reason why they do that is because if they put it kid appropriate, then everybody can.
Well, not only that, but I'm here in Florida. Don't you remember Ron DeSantis had the anti-gay or
Oh,
don't say gay bill?
I got the
That has
whole.
nothing to do with that.
You're right. Because I was on the political show, stuck in the middle for 3 years. I got to study that to a T, to the letter. There is nothing in that legislation that says
Yep.
do not talk about homosexuality. What it does stipulate is that teachers shouldn't be talking about sex to very, very young children. That's
And
it.
for
Unless
And so
you sign a
the
permission
mainstream
slip.
media went off the
Hearing.
rails with calling it. First off, they added that name. That hyperbolic name came from nowhere, but the people that are trying to make a narrative so they can keep us divided. That is not what the bill is about. It was just shoved in our face as that, and people believe in it, and we're fighting over lies. That's how
Yep.
good they've gotten at this. And Ashby, I see you. Matter of fact, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be calling you tomorrow. We're gonna finally have this talk. And for the Jamie Valdez family, I have sent out my phone number. I'm very excited at this opportunity that we as a community can show the world
Is
that
that Ashby?
we don't need, the taxpayer funded agencies that fail us time and time again.
yep.
We can do this together.
Yes.
Justice, just us. You know what I mean? That whole thing. I thought it was very clever. The justice only serves the people in power, the powers that be, and we just hope to maybe get a little attention down here where the real working American folk are.
Yeah, I help my neighbor all the time.
That's where
I'm
it
a
starts, man.
yeah, I'm a prepper, so if I get extra stuff, I bring it to him. Here, have it.
See, it's as simple as that, and then you just take that whole just simple notion of helping your neighbor, and then multiply it, and then put a microphone on it, and then get on a platform. That whole sentiment is what the mission of Progressive Patriot is. And I understand my name; those are two words that are not supposed to belong together. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, I was a little confused by that name. I'm like, Progressive. I'm like, oh boy.
I've seen the responses, which, you know what, it at least gets the attention in the right way, because people immediately want to ask a question. It doesn't provoke anger. It gets people to want to ask, to learn.
I think most of us that see you get the name.
I
do. I do.
I'm so grateful to hear that.
Also, I watched a couple of your videos before I got on here, so I already knew you're pretty much in line with which I thought. You know, especially with I started watching with Tony. I'm like, yeah, you're right, but I'm like, that dude looks like a fucking pedo or Maps.
Play-Doh map guy.
Play-Doh.
Or we could say, Pug, Squidward. You remember,
Yeah.
I identified that.
Veteran calls them chomos, which I think.
After you did your Squidward thing, went and looked it up, and I laughed my ass off. Squidward, the apocalypse.
Just you see with your own eyes, man. You look at a picture of Squidward, you look at Tony Khan, you tell me they're not the same person. You can't convince me, man. I'll pay cash money if you can prove that Tony Dodge is not Squidward.
All right, but Eli, can I ask you a question?
Please do, Jessica.
All right, so did you take your last dose of Suboxone today? You're not going to take any tomorrow?
I haven't taken any today. My last dose was at work last night around, I think, 8:30 p.m. So here I am now.
So you don't have any more? I'm just worried about you. Is all I'm saying.
I have my prescription. I just want to see how far I can push myself, and I'm gonna take the momentum of feeling the positivity from all of you, and I'm gonna test it out. If I feel unhealthy or if I start to get like those familiar withdrawal symptoms, I'll
feel
take
your heart rate. Check your heart rate and stuff. Like
it's pounding. I could feel my body and brain knows something is different.
Anxiety, like not mental anxiety,
like
but physical anxiety.
Anxiety doesn't bother me like it used to because it ruined and controlled so much of my life when I was self-medicating that anxiety is just like a big old nothing that I could step on at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean? I do get the only time I get what we consider anxiety is when I am feeling manic and I'm about to hit the live button and I'm like, oh boy.
When you shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, I
You
mean,
shouldn't.
sometimes it's good because you can use that energy, which is what I do.
Okay, well that's good. I just want you to be.
Yes, Kitty Claus. I'm
I don't want
testing
you to
out.
be healthy. I don't
cleaning
want
up.
anything to happen to you.
Yeah. No,
That's Mama Bear. That's Mama Bear coming out.
That's all the women have a latent, maternal instinct, and I feel the love. I know. Trust me, I am putting myself in good hands. I have all of you, and then I have my own, experience. I know if I feel wrong, I'll deal with it. So no worries. Don't worry about me.
Just
No, you did no wrong. I'm gonna continue to kind of spin. Oh, let me read Ashby here because she can definitely empathize with some of the experiences I've shared. Eli, a good way to come off is going down a quarter of a piece at a time. Hold on. It's
for every other day.
had a little to non-withdrawal. That's encouraging to hear because that's essentially what I've been doing. Right now, I guess you could say I've been weaning for freaking like 4 years. I've been weaning where one tab lasts me 2 weeks,
That's freaking amazing.
It's it comes easy after you do it long enough, and I really want off. I
I know
want to
that's
feel
what
free
my husband
again.
keeps saying. He's like it's all mental. He's like, I don't feel any different if I take a quarter or half of a quarter, or if I don't take anything one day and then take something the next day. And that's what they say that's what you should do is like, because it stays in your system for a while.
Yes, indeed. That's what makes it so problematic to deal with. Yeah.
But I guess it's more of like it's a mental crutch.
Yeah, it's a
physical.
psychosomatic safety blanket. It's when if I were to take it right now, even if it's a little pitiful piece, my brain would say, "Okay, you're okay now, Eli.
You feel good.
The world is fine." Yeah,
right.
but it wouldn't even be endorphins being produced by the Suboxone or dopamine or anything. It would be just my brain saying, "This is the process I'm accustomed to. Now things are back to normal, whatever the hell that is."
Right. Well, what's so weird is like, I'm 45. I've been smoking cigarettes since like a real smoker since I was 14 years old. I never thought I would ever be able to quit smoking. I quit smoking last November and have not picked up a cigarette since. No, I do vape. That helped me get over it, but
what are you taking to get you past smoking?
She's vaping.
I have a Juul.
Oh yeah, I've tried that, but it's not the same thing for me.
No, and this is the thing with me is like my husband quit like 2 years before me, and he was so sweet. Like, and it stinks. Like now, I never thought I would be like a smoker snob. Oh, that effing stinks.
Yeah, after you quit, man, I know it.
Oh my God! And my husband dealt with me after 2 years, getting in the bed with him, smelling like a stinky ashtray, and he never said anything to me. Nothing. And so, like, I would try to quit smoking, and I would hit a vape, and it would make me cough.
Tiernan, Logan, I see you, and please feel free to reach out because I have a very, very long. I have a lot of experience with also benzos, known as Xanax. So if you need to talk to somebody about that, I'm here for you. We're here for each other. I'll be also building that Discord chat so we can start planning things out as a family, as a unit, a community, be more effective. And I really believe one day we're going to be able to help a missing person's case. Like the hope and the vision I have is infinite. I really think we could do something special here together.
Yeah. Let us all know about the Discord.
That's what my husband does. I can't help. I'm a talker.
I got the dumbest question ever. Y'all ready for it? Okay. Oh. Yep, you're all ready. Okay. So I quit smoking years ago. I hate it. It's gross, blah, blah, blah. I've been thinking about getting into vaping. What do you say?
No.
No,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
you quit it, quit it.
But
Don't.
yeah, I
Don't.
mean, if you quit just by quitting, not like having to vape to quit.
Cold turkey quit. But like I can't deny it. It looks comforting. You know, it gives you your hand to do something. You know, like it keeps you the whole act of smoking. So I'm just like thinking out loud because I have only the past 3 days. I'm like, vaping doesn't look so bad, but it's also not healthy. Even though people will sit there and tell you that it's like
Better than smoking.
right, it is. But you're still what is it that you get when you're vaping? You get some
Nicotine.
what is it?
Nicotine.
Nicotine?
Nicotine.
I
Yeah.
don't want to be putting that back in my system.
But
Yeah, but you don't
being
get
that
a
you're
turn and
trying
all
to
that.
keep,
Yeah, no
sorry.
tar. But you get like there's something that gets in your lungs, like little metal shards or something, or is
Oh,
that all nonsense?
I mean, that's what mainstream media tells you. I don't know if that's true. So
No, but
What?
if you get a cold, it's gonna be like you've been smoking.
Toothpicks is a good idea. Whoever in the chat there's lollipops. Well, toothpicks. I like messing with toothpicks. I'll just get a box of those, and they'll
no,
solve
but
the whole problem.
if you're trying to come off the subs and like you feel like maybe you need that,
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
vaping's way better than
That's
being on Suboxone for the rest of your life. Like in my mind, I'm 45 years old. I've been on it for over 15 years. Like, am I ever going to be able to not have to go to the doctor once a month?
That's the do you so what I want to also shine a light on regarding Suboxone because while it's a lifesaver, it is
But
kind
it
of
saved my life. Don't
it's
get
a
me
mental
wrong.
prison. Are you able to? Does your insurance cover your Suboxone maintenance? So
No.
What
you're
what
paying
is
like $200.
Suboxone?
Okay, so let me give you the summation briefly. Suboxone essentially is what is used for opiate maintenance, and it
Oh,
blocks the ability to get any kind of high or euphoria off of other painkiller drugs. And like
You
if you were
don't
to
go
take it and you
through
don't have any opiates in your system, you would feel a little euphoric. But there's a wall it hits, and it just blocks, and it also prevents the withdrawals that are supposed to come. Give me a moment, guys. Let me read the thank you, the super thank you. Luis McDowell, sorry. Keep them on hand just in case, but I'm proud of you. Keep your mindset and remember dope isn't just dope. It's about life or death. You got this. Everyone don't vape unless you are trying to quit cigs. I'll take that to heart. I think that's pretty wise. Sorry,
yeah,
I interrupted y'all, but everybody's here as well.
yeah. I just experienced COVID-19, and I really want to get off cigarettes. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I must smoke cigars. Let me tell you, for a week straight, I mean, over a week straight, when I got COVID, it was bad. Uh,
I went through it too. How was it like the first few days were the worst, like the first few nights?
First few nights, the first week, I mean, I coughed so hard, first my stomach muscles hurt. Then after that, my ribs hurt. My girl is going through it right now. And I'm getting ready to try the ivermectin.
That's actually. Oh, are you still COVID positive?
No, I tested negative now,
Oh,
but now my girl's got it. And she's over in the bedroom coughing her lungs out.
remember, all the information has changed now, and ivermectin is safe to talk about again. So yeah, of course. And I like Plaid Panther. You know what? I love the mantra. I quit quitting and decided to be a smoker. Congratulations to each their own. What's up, V? I dig the humor, the levity sometimes when we're talking serious. But yeah, ivermectin is now like it's okay to recommend, which is
No, we've got it.
good.
And I didn't take it. I was like, I'm just going to get the full effect of it. But now she's coughing, so I'm getting ready to serve her up a ivermectin cocktail.
Yeah, do all of the things. Does a Z pack even help with the
No,
COVID?
Yeah.
no,
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
They do.
Yes.
Okay.
well, Z-Pack is for
The flu, but it does help with COVID symptoms.
yeah, but if you take the ivermectin, it knocks it out.
Hold on. Whenever there's a
That's
really
kind of scary to me. We loaded up on vitamin C.
That's very important. One moment, guys. There's a very deep comment that I need to share by Dolly Bone. And I'm sorry, Dolly Bone, for your loss. Two of my best friends since childhood just passed away in August from fentanyl within 5 months apart. One after being dead for 1 hour. God brought her back, but the other one didn't come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to lock down that southern border.
I just lost my best friend in October.
That's where
overdose.
Yeah, that southern border is where it's coming from.
Well, the fentanyl is something that I think that's mass produced. Like, I don't want to be misinformation here, but
China.
Fentanyl is made in China. Is that accurate?
Yep.
It's coming from Mexico too.
Well, no,
I'm gonna do a little homework.
What they do is they make it also in China, but then they sell it to some of the Mexican, drug cartels down in, right, and then it comes across the southern border.
Guess what? You're actually right on the money. Fentanyl is primarily manufactured in Mexico.
Yeah.
Well,
it was developed in China.
I gotta tell you, they're pressing pills. They're pressing pills that look like Xanax or Valium, and they're laced with fentanyl.
Yeah, and it's cheap as shit.
And 4 days before my best friend died, she OD'd, and then 4 days later she OD'd again, and then that's what killed her. But she had got Xanax pills.
Please, guys, I got another one, and this is somebody that this is really all right. Slim Reaper is somebody I've really grown to respect quite a bit. So I'm so sorry, Slim Reaper. I think you maybe told me, but he lost his son last year. He was on something. We're unsure, and he ended up hanging himself. I'm so sorry, Slim Reaper, and I think you even told me. There's no words of comfort for that.
We're getting assaulted by these drugs.
Yeah,
certain unless you can.
And haven't you seen California the fentanyl crawl?
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I mean,
they have video of it.
In Florida over here, man, there's no shortage of seeing people that are nodding out. And Wolverine says something that this might be hyperbolic, but there's a little truth, I think. All of these things being pushed into our everyday lives, is it not possible that there's a little population control narrative behind it?
What do you think the vaccine was about?
Yeah, hey, well, careful. That one can get us a big old that'll kill my channel. So careful.
Call it the V.
But no, and you can say, but that, like, saying that entirely, even though I won't deny, I know the stats and I'll never forget them. 0.5% chance of being hospitalized if you're sick with COVID versus the 0.8% chance of being hospitalized. That's the entire reason we shut down our economy for 2 years.
Okay, so let me speak in code. My daughter is a nurse, an RN, and she said that there's a lot more people coming in with heart problems than normal.
Yep. You don't even have, I'll just say, thanks to some of the research that some of our actual, the people that are actually still trying to get the truth, CanCon is one of them. There is an increasing number of people with heart conditions, people that are young and healthy that should not be having these problems. And we're wise to it. And that's why this community this is why we're all pissed off. Examples like that. Please be careful about citing data like that, but we all know exactly what we're talking about here.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here in Florida too. I'm in Tampa Bay.
Holy snap! No kidding. How did you fare in the storm? I'm assuming if we're here,
fine, Danny. It was like a little windy.
I'm grateful.
Other places it got worse.
Hey man, I have a friend in Cooper City. I mentioned this last time. One of those tornadoes hit and threw his neighbor's car on top of his car. Just amazing how You know, everybody for the most part's okay, and then a freaking tornado out of the blue. Nope. There's some deep conversation going on in the chat, man. Thank you guys for just
I can't
being
see
so
chat, I guess, but
transparent. Oh, they're
I'm
all
just
saying
happy
what
to
an
be up
amazing
here.
person you are, Jessica. They're saying that they feel your maternal instincts. They said, forget Progressive Patriot. Let's make this the Jessica channel. No,
Well, get them
Stop
up
it.
here.
Y'all
no,
are sweet.
yeah, the invitation is extended, guys. This thing is 100% for y'all.
Yeah.
No, but really, no lie. Can I say
Panel.
something to you, Eli?
Yeah, go
Like
on,
seriously,
please.
like since the whole like all this Kylie Rodney thing and Tony Dodge or whatever,
Oh,
that's what I
jeez.
found you. And then I saw like when you left with your little dude, the other dude that he's
Oh,
obviously your friend that roasts you. What's it that
uh,
you used to do the
you mean-
podcast with or whatever?
YouTube.com/stuck in the middle. Josh and I for 3 years. Yeah.
The one who teases you or whatever.
I mean that's friendly banter between
No,
friends.
I know. No, I know.
But
I
yeah,
get it.
what's hilarious is like one of our last episodes, which man, there is a mutual friend that said something that would totally get him so much shit for saying what he did. But anyway, it's there. Like he pretty much, I don't even know if I should tell it. I
But
mean,
Oh,
you
you
said
got to
that,
tell
and you're like,
now.
I
Now
don't
I
give a
No,
fuck
you
what
tell
you say.
now.
now I have to, right? Well, first off, when I was explaining to Josh on Stuck in the Middle, look, man, this Kylie Rodney case is gonna blow up, and we need to cover it. I promise you, like this is gonna go somewhere. So when I tried to explain it on one of our last episodes, this is what he responded with, and he has grown to regret it. I promise. His response was, "I still don't understand why I should give a shit."
Oh.
So I pretty much at that point, I'm like, I'm gonna do something myself with this, and everything happened so fast. Like within 2 weeks, the Ryan Upchurch sharing,
Yeah,
and his mother shared my video with calling Tony Dodge. And shout out to I think it was Andy
Patty Lynn.
Andrew. Yeah, Patty Lynn is the one that shared the phone call, but Andy Andrew is the one that was awake when I had called
That's how I
him.
found you, Patty.
And oh really? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So did you guys seen the video where Andy Andrew compiled all of the missing girls cases right next to my call to Tony?
Yeah, and then you tied it to Tony, and I'm like, oh my
You're like,
god.
"Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, the caller's gone." Yeah, I bet he
Oh
was.
yeah. See, I need to let's say if I want to keep him on his toes. If I call again, Tony, yeah, I'm gonna be recording the exact moment you cut me off because that's what you've done every time. I thought it was interesting the last time I called and he made me say my YouTube channel name. I was like, I was just like, why are you tearing Fetty down? Like, what did I miss? What's the purpose of doing this? And that's when he's like, well, what's a YouTube channel name? And like, that's what I'm not here for. No, go on, because he recognized my number. And then that's when he knocked
That's
me off.
100.
The second he heard my name, he dropped me like a bad habit.
100%. And I saw it on live.
Look, I just want to make it clear to our boy Tony Dodge. It's okay, Tony. I understand. It's you, not me.
Yeah.
You weren't ready. That's okay. We will have our
He ain't ready.
He's not ready. He'll never be ready. But
No.
I see he's using his platform with his 11.7K subscribers.
You think?
I don't understand the appeal that people keep going to him.
Weirdos. There's just because we're normal doesn't mean there aren't weirdos out there.
Yeah. Oh,
Those
Fetty.
are the weirdos going to his channel. The freaking weirdos.
Well, there's people that are also, using it as a strategy that identify just because there's still attention on him, be it good or bad. If they can get on there, they will also get the
Why?
attention.
Why would you want to go on that? At this point, why would you want to go on his channel? I mean, that's like,
look at it pragmatically here. Like, let's say you're a YouTuber and you want to get subscribers or attention at the very least.
That's not the way to go, because if I see on his website, I don't want nothing to do with you.
We're gonna welcome Breaking Fetters right here, right now.
There you go.
Oh, that's my bro.
How you doing, brother?
What's
Jessica?
Hey,
how you doing?
how are you?
All right. Wowerism. How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
That's good, man. Hey, I just wanted to come up here and say thank you, brother. You know what I mean? We were in Discord right now. My brother Joker, good friend of mine I've known for a while. He started a Discord for us, so we got a Discord now. So we were back there jamming out to some music and realized you were live, and we like, man, we're gonna bounce and go show him some love. So
And your
Oh,
ears
sorry.
are burning because
Fetters,
Mama was talking about you.
I told Fetters, oh man, I'm so sorry, bro. I told you would be the first to know when I was gonna go live.
it's all
As you
good,
can
brother.
see, I'm a man of impulse, and I was
So-
like, "Oh, here I got StreamYard. If I hit, oh my god, I'm live." That's kind of how this went. But
Hey, I like it though.
So
Yeah.
Progressive, you got a Discord now?
Breaking Fetters has Discord, but I need to tomorrow, my day off. I'm going to utilize it by getting new equipment from Amazon finally, and I'm going to get a Discord set up with some help from our friends, our community.
Done for it.
Absolutely, good stuff. Yeah, it's cool. The
Betty,
Discord's
were
cool,
your ears
man.
burning? I was talking. Mama was about to talk about you.
No, I mean maybe a little bit. I just
Well-
wanted to come up and say thank you, brother, because you have been just having my back and supporting me for day one, man, and I really like your style, bro, and I like I can see you're genuine, and I just want to come up and say thank you, man, for just
It is as simple as this, Fetty. Like
Mhm.
real recognizes real. I see how sincere and transparent you are, and when I see somebody try to weaponize that, it does piss me off to a new degree. We are both you and I are on a similar mission, man, which is to remain and focus on positivity, to not get caught up in the cesspool of toxicity. So, man, I got you back through and through. Period. That's
good stuff, brother.
That's how it is. I think there is something I directly wanted to ask you, but I'm having another Biden moment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, did you see that speech you gave to FEMA, man? Did you-
Oh God.
I
I don't know where I am, who I am. Talking to a person who's even dead.
Oh,
it don't
yeah,
matter what
that's right.
side of the aisle you're on. This guy does not need to be the president.
He was
That's all
talking
I'm
about
saying.
he was talking about a congresswoman that's
Mhm.
dead, as if she were alive, right?
Well, he was trying to shake a hand that wasn't even there before.
And I remember that.
Several times.
I mean, Jesus. This is the guy that's late. Never mind. Don't get me started.
Yeah, trust me, I know we could all go on a Biden rampage. I still, to be honest, if we're going to go onto this territory, I'm demanding accountability for Hunter Biden.
Gee, have you seen a new movie out? My Son Hunter?
Where is that? Is that on
Breitbart?
Braveheart?
Yeah. You know Gina Carano?
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she's in it. She's like the Secret Service guard to Biden. She's like closing the door, letting Hunter and Biden in going, and that's only the beginning of the story.
Oh, okay. We're gonna revisit that, Fetty. I remember exactly what I wanted to ask and watch. I'm gonna have a Biden moment again.
Oh God.
Okay, no, sincerely. Have you had any progress with getting access to your channel?
No, and I've emailed them, and I've used Twitter. And
Google.
I've actually.
What?
Do you have an email for Google? Because I tried to find one, and I can't find one.
So what'd you do?
Did you watch the video that I sent you, which was a tutorial?
Where did you send it?
Oh,
I get so much shit, bro.
Damn it! All right, so it's when I was on your live. Hold on, wow, one moment. It's when I was on your live, Fetty, and I sent you the link when I was looking up things for you. I sent you a tutorial on how to get access, and it had everything covered. I can get that video for you, no problem.
I'm just trying to remember if I copied it in my notepad or.
I have a feeling you didn't, but it's easy for me to find this information. We are going to get that because you have legal standing.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about it because of the monetization. I mean, technically, they're still making money off of all that content over there that I made.
It's just sitting there. Go ahead, Wow. What's up?
So, Breaking Fetters, what do you say?
What do you say to what?
Oh, you know, he got kicked off YouTube. That's a badge of honor. What do you say?
Oh, no, he didn't get kicked off. He got locked out.
Oh, well, how'd you get?
That's an accidental thing, which does happen when they start messing with security protocol precautions. So he got a new phone. This stuff happens, and I'm familiar with it. and he didn't remember the original password. That's all it takes. And
See,
at some
man.
point, they block you, and you have to speak to an administrator.
I was already looking at him, topping him out like Fretters. What do you do?
Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. My other channel is it's yeah, it's off this topic. It's prison related, but anyways, now I had like 7,000 or 8,000 subs over there, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and we upgraded our phones, and we had that 2-step verification to where I
Oh,
had to
God.
hit accept on the phone whenever I would log in.
Yep.
And when I got upgraded the phones, I got home and went to log into all my stuff, and I was out. I kept trying to send it to that old phone, and it was just there was nothing I could do, and I've been emailing them and through the feedback and everything. So yeah, if you can send that to me, I appreciate it, brother.
That's easy peasy, man. I
Hey,
just
Setters.
Yes.
How's Leslie? Is she okay? She seemed
yes.
upset the other night.
No, she's good. She's good. She's fine.
I just don't want her to
she's a strong woman.
all that.
Well, what
She's
happened?
a little upset.
What happened?
Just the whole thing. I mean, the whole thing over there. People were talking in the chat and running their mouth, and like they know her or something. And it's like it's just that toxicity that we were just talking about. I don't even really want to speak on it, but she's
Say
good.
no more.
She's good. She's good.
No, you don't.
She's
Yeah,
fine.
no,
Understood.
you don't have to speak on it. I was just
You're just
pissing
inquiring.
on
That's
people.
understood, but
Yeah, no, she's good.
respecting,
She's good.
That's
I just
the
don't even.
Yeah, no. Say no more. That's the unfortunate part about when we're trying to stick to. We all have our own mission, right? My mission is to bring us all together to bring attention to problems we're sick and tired of. But when you go out there and you have your mission, it's easy for all these distractions, like the little drama or crime, the crime community. They call it crama. They find you and they want to get everybody they can that's your loved one involved to suck you right back in.
Right.
Thank you again for taking the stance to not feed it, but I understand your frustration. Oh, and this is the last thing we'll address to that topic.
Mamas and kids are off limits.
I have an email from somebody that is absolutely claims that they are innocent, and I believe them thus far, and that somebody called them a double agent on your channel, Fetty, and that they were. Yeah, we'll talk about that at another time, okay? Somebody that needs their name cleared. That's all.
Yeah, definitely.
Be right back.
Okay, you got it, brother. I'm checking out the chat. This has been a very new experience, which is what this entire process has been like since I begun. Constantly wondering, what's the next move? Is it going to be I don't second guess myself anymore. That's how I even got where I am. You just kind of go with it. Lewis.
Got to. Is this your first time on StreamYard?
No, I've done this before. Josh taught me, actually. So, again, shout out and respect to my mentor, my brother, Josh from youtube.com/stuckinthemiddle.
The one that busts your balls.
Yes, he was put on this earth to do just that. The moment he came out the womb, he said, "Where's Eli?" I got to tell him he looks like a silly little something or another. That's my boy. That's my brother. So let me context about Lewis, who I saw giving some trouble to our lovely Lilith Morningstar. Lewis is just kind of a well-meaning.
I'm a mod. I want to kick a troll out.
Lewis is a real life friend of mine, and he's a good guy, but he absolutely plays the part of an asshole to a T when he's in a chat room. So don't take it all with a grain of salt. Thank you, Tabitha C, by the way. Yeah, feel free if you feel it's deserving, like, subscribe, and all that. I'm not going to be the guy that continues to say, yeah, you do what feels right.
You got a super chat.
Oh, goodness gracious. We got another
Lilith is good people. Lilith is good people.
Oh, you've experienced the Lewis? I'm
No,
sorry
Lilith.
to hear that.
Lilith.
Oh, Lilith. Okay. Lilith is one. I think I read in the chat on my break, she mods for AWP, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm
good people.
Shining a light there. You have your full power. Where did you get your power back, dude?
Last night. Late last night, but last night we were actually on our way, dude, to go get the generator from our brother Irish. And me and Leslie came out the house, and there was FPL, man, right there. And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like I started yelling and cheering them on, I went over there and told them exactly what I heard so they could, try and figure out where it was at. I told them it didn't sound like it was behind me. It sounded like it came from in front of me somewhere. So they ended up, it actually did. Then they found it. And then me and Leslie were parked watching them work. So I could still see the house behind us. So they cleared the trees and everything, the branch that fell on the line, and they went across the way and arced it. And when I saw him arc it, I turned to look at the house and the lights were on, man. I'm like, we got power. So I ran over there, got out of the car, shook their hands, thanked them and shit, man, and went home. And the internet came on today. But prayers to everybody on the west coast of Florida, man. Listen, Lee County, Cape Coral, Fort Myers. I mean, all of that is devastated. It's rubble. Like there's the trailer home parks are gone. I mean, it's bad. It's really, really bad, man. They're not going to have power for weeks over there. They're trying to bring in portable cell towers, just all kinds of stuff. There's a bridge that goes to an island out there. I'm not familiar with it, but that bridge collapsed and totally washed one section away. And so they only can get to there with boat or helicopter at this point. So, shout out to everybody over there. Our prayers are with them. I actually know somebody, that has a channel that's over there, and we talk to him off of YouTube. And, I'm trying to take some, supplies over there if I can and whatnot. But
if you know anybody within my area, please let me know if they need any kind of assistance, and let that be an open invite. If somehow you do have access to a connection and power, but you need help, email me. Let me know if any assistance is needed that is within my power to do, and I will do just that.
Progressive, where you at?
I am in Broward County, in the Sunrise area of Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
South of me.
Well, I'm in Tampa, but I'm an electrician at a major company called Clark Electric. If you call us up, I guarantee if you talk to Dan and Clark, we got pole setting trucks, everything.
Okay, please feel free to email me all the contact resource information, and I'll put out all your info.
Just look Clark Electric up, St. Pete,
Clark Electric,
and call there and ask for Danny. Say Roger turned you on, and I work directly for the boss.
Okay, all right, perfect.
Yeah.
Every resource that we can remember. I want to truly represent the goal here, the dream, the mission. We're a community. We don't need the powers that be. They don't care about us. They faking it all the way. We can handle us. So here's another resource right here.
No, just call him up. Let him know. Hey, he'll charge the power company of the county and come down there and do it.
A couple of sorry, I'm distracted reading the chat and trying to stay engaged and all that. Yeah, I apologize too much. Every time I want to say sorry, I'm going to say a new word. Let's see. I'm going to say Bob Saget. There you go. So Bob Saget.
Hey, brother, I'm going to jump out. I just wanted to come up and show some love and support, brother. I saw you were up here, man, and I just really wanted to come up and send mine, man, and say thank you, man, for...
But wait, can I say something to Fetters and Eli while both you guys are still on here?
Of course.
I was saying that to Eli, too, and I was on Betty's live a few days ago. Remember, I came up and said, like, I see you. You're a good dude. F Tony Dodge, all that garbage. And I see, real people see real people.
That's simply where it started. Like very early on when I saw Fetty trying to handle himself, not even trying. He handled himself on that whole Dodge scenario. I knew instantly that I had this dude's back, period. Fetty, thank you for being here. Please feel free to jump on out as you have requested, and feel free to always plug your channel here. I don't think I can mod you while I'm on StreamYards, but I will.
Yeah, you can.
I just wanted to say that. Like,
I appreciate that, Jessica. Thank you. Yeah, much love always. Much love and respect to everybody. Like I said, the positive has far
Positive always outweighs
Yeah.
the negative, man.
Jessica
That's
came up and shared a lot about her story, man, and it was powerful and it was moving, and that's what it's all about, is just coming together and talking, getting your voice heard if you need it heard. You're holding something in, you definitely don't want to be holding shit in. I've been somebody that's bottled a lot of shit up my entire life, and it comes out in real negative ways that I don't intend it to, and it's never good. So I've learned to try and be open about how I'm feeling. But yeah, shout out to her, and I appreciate that, Jessica. Thank you. Wowerism, thank you. I appreciate that as well, brother. Pleasure meeting you. And Progressive Patriot, salute, brother. Thank you for having the brothers back. I appreciate that.
all day, every day, man.
All right,
Got you.
brother. We'll stay in touch, brother.
All right, take care.
Hope to see you again.
I'll be sending Fetty the information necessary and literally taking up the fight because it needs to be fought for him to get access to the funds that have been frozen by Google and YouTube and to just do whatever it takes. Because I feel terrible that man built up a channel to where it is. 8,000 subs is no small feat. I'm going to get that done for him, period.
How does everybody feel about Rumble?
I love it. And by the way, to Don Shell regarding Rumble, since this is connected, Don, I do believe Brian, aka CanCon, and I will be collaborating. I'm going to go visit him at his home, go in the studio, and we're going to do an entire episode because he's always had a little bit of intrigue as the ex-liberal that saw through the mainstream lies and evolved to respect Trump. He's always appreciated that about me.
Have you thought about doing a newsletter to let us all know where you're going?
Well, the community page is kind of like my means to keep everybody updated, but I do agree that there needs to be something, I guess, more effective. That's not a bad idea at all. Thank you.
Let us know where you're going.
Yeah. No,
if you get shit off YouTube, go to Rumble.
Oh, that 100%. That's exactly what's going to happen if it comes to that. Right now, I only have one strike, which
the is not getting kicked off YouTube. There's no way you're getting kicked off YouTube.
It's too easy to get.
It's getting there now.
I mean,
I'm gonna play the game. It
is
kind of
content, game. But like,
I don't hold back, and there are something like I knew that whistleblower episode.
I sent you my email.
Okay, thank you. Very good.
Copy paste. Perfect.
I see a couple new emails from our lovely supporters. Thank you, everybody. This is, I really think, like, while I learn to fully utilize everybody that's willing to put out their contact info like this, that this is the building blocks right here to whatever is to come in the future, which is like when I'm not live, at least the community can still be in touch with one another when necessary. There's a lot of former addicts. There's people that are still addicts that need to be able to speak to somebody.
That's my real name. Like, that is my real name. You know, like, it's not a made up name. That is mine.
Can you say your last name for me?
Well, just send
Pettis.
Pettis.
Yeah, you said it right the second time.
I was saying petites. Sorry, go ahead.
You said petite and then you said Pettis. And I was like, no, the second was right. No, you're good.
Wow. What's up, Wow?
Just send him your email so he can message you directly.
But I'm saying I don't have anything to hide. I'm not a content creator.
Well, at Gmail, at Yahoo.
If you don't want to, that's fine. But what the idea is, like, all the emails only with permission, because there's a lot of people that want to stay discreet and anonymous. 100% respected. But if you are interested in being someone that is available to people that need to talk, send me your email and let me know just that, because I am slowly working out. I'm literally trying to play matchmaker and be like, this person could talk to this person about this experience. I'm really trying to.
Yeah, but you can write your articles out and send them to all of us, and we can read that, and you can say, hey, I kicked off YouTube. I went to Rumble. Everybody go there.
Oh, I promise you, I have more than a few ways to get that message out, but that's I think I'm going to follow through with that as well. There'll be multiple levels of me or somebody on my behalf explaining where I'm going.
If you want any advice, ask Alex Jones.
Somebody, a commenter, I'd call it one of my haters, I guess, said that I gave too much of an Alex Jones vibe in that
No,
episode
no.
where I
For
talked
sure.
about the United Nations talking about not handing over. I'm sorry, Biden is talking about handing over our sovereignty to the UN. So yeah, if that makes me sound like Alex Jones, I guess I'll own the look. But as far as
No,
I
it's
know, I'm speaking the truth. Somebody please prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong.
no, it's called speaking truth.
Yeah. Well,
People don't like that shit. It's a leftist. But Alex Jones, he's been sued several times. He's still on. Everybody watches him every day.
let me address anybody that does want to speak. You can speak without having your visual shown to everybody. It can very much just be your voice. But also, please know if you email me directly and you want to have just a one-on-one, I do just that. I've responded to so many people, and this is a very, very growing family, and I'm very proud that you all understand what I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah, y'all. I'm 48 and pretty ugly. He don't put my picture up.
I get the hell out of here. Wow, take it easy on yourself. Life
Well,
and
that's
beat
my
us up
picture.
enough. We ain't
That's
got
really
to add
me.
to the beating.
That's really me with my baby.
Oh, what's up, Truth with Power?
Oh, how old is he now?
He just turned 17 today.
Oh boy.
So let me ask everybody. Well, all right, briefly.
28 here.
I think. What'd you say? You're 28 years old? Oh,
No, my daughter is
yeah.
28.
No, I get it.
I'm 48.
In terms of helping or offering
Mhm,
some
poor
guidance,
boy.
guys, is there any particular topics, content, or individuals you'd like for me to cover or add something? I always have a plan, but I'm very receptive to the community.
Your community page is really great, but like maybe current events.
Okay. All right. I mean, nobody's on the spot, and yeah, maybe it's time for me to do just that. Matter of fact, my father sent me an article that I think is fascinating. I'm probably going to lead with that just to kind of offer a teaser. It starts simple, but it goes crazy. So it's titled "The Vanishing Act." How do you guys know this name? Sherry Pepini fooled She fooled the country about a missing persons case, which is something we've been kind of all aware of and talking about. That is no shade at the case that brought us all together. I guess we know some of the truth there, but this is how this woman fooled investigators, even her own family, with a phony kidnap plot. And that's what I'm going to be starting out with on my next live.
What?
How
How could you have a phony plot?
A phony kidnap plot. I like to save the information as I learn it in real time because I feel like that's a better way. Oh, I like Dolly Bone's suggestion, adrenochrome. I'm very interested in all of that. All right, so real quick, guys, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna remove you guys from the channel. I want to finish my story about my pagan ex-girlfriend, and then I'm gonna call it a night. All right.
No.
So thank you kindly. Wow, you have a fantastic
I
day, my
don't
brother.
know.
do you not know? You did.
I'm gonna remove you. Okay.
I don't know if I use Matthews or
Well,
mine. What does it matter?
Because I need to put one of those
All right,
cards
Jess,
underneath it and take it out of
I'm
my
gonna
account.
say goodbye to you as well because I wanted to do a proper closing out. Yeah, nothing goes smooth, but much love to y'all. Peace out. I don't hear y'all, but I love y'all. All right, bye, Jess. Okay. Hi, guys. Hold on. I'm removing them properly. I don't want to ban them. I want to. They put the words so like kick them from the studio. Will be removed if you want to prevent this person from rejoining. Yeah, no. Kick. I'm kicking you guys out. Get out of my house. Kick. All right. So here's my closing story because I started with one and I might as well finish. So fast forward, you all know she was a pagan and I cheated on her and I was a scumbag for doing that. I regret it. I will always regret it because I was going to marry that woman. I should have. The weirdest thing happened. I knew her for over 2 years. I went to her house for, quite a few times. So after we broke up and all that, time had passed, and I was going to move from the trailer parks to where I am currently. I wanted to try a final goodbye. Just say, look, I know you and I will never be, but just know whatever. I wanted closure for me, which was selfish. So the craziest thing happens. And this is where, when I've shared it, some people have speculated that some of her witchcraft skills were kicking in. I cannot explain the events that I'm going to offer up. And that's simply that. So I am driving to the neighborhood that she lived in for ever. And all of a sudden, I can't remember the house she lived in. I remember the color of the door. I can't remember the house. Remember some context, though. It was a couple of years after her and I had broken up and called it quits. But I am driving around this neighborhood that I spent so much time in. I lived in that neighborhood for a spell. I can't find it. And I even went in front of before I got to this point, it starts raining like hail rain. Cats and dogs and Squidwards and pug faces and sentient teeth and all that. It's raining like crazy. I can't see. And so I drive. She was in some sort of a cul-de-sac-esque area, if I recall correctly. And so I go to the door. I get out of my car. It's raining. I go stand in front of this door thinking to myself, just knock. But I also am not feeling that I'm at the right house. So I decide, after standing in front of that door like a creep for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, and it's pouring, I go back to my vehicle, and I'm driving, and I'm still trying to find the house that I remembered, and I get a flat tire, and it's a bad one. Like, apparently a nail got into the tire, and it starts deflating pretty rapidly. Oh boy, I'm starting to feel a little withdrawal. So that's happening, and this isn't my own fault. There's nothing behind this, but the gas is low. So the gas is low. It's raining like insanity, and I suddenly can't remember the house she lived in with her mother and sister for the entire duration of our relationship. So things got so crazy and this was the last opportunity I had to find her, to apologize, to tell her whatever I wanted to tell her. And the tire was just so bad. The gas was too low. The weather was too terrible. I had to give up. And that was just kind of crazy to me, because I'd never had that kind of issue. The only thing I had is that it was a few years after the breakup, but none of that changes the fact of the matter that all of a sudden, all the perfect storm occurs, and I could not get the closure I selfishly wanted. Make of that what you want. People have told me she did a spell, or look, my beliefs. I will not keep them personal or private, but I'm a skeptic at heart and by nature. But that was a strange event. So with that, guys, me being off tomorrow, also to the Valdez family, please, you guys are aware, I've sent my phone number. I'm eagerly awaiting any response, and I would love, I'm very passionately awaiting for the opportunity for us to be able to shine a light on this case. I feel like it fell out of the media spotlight. There's a lot of strange aspects about the case. I do feel that the writing on the back of the vehicle was absolutely somebody else's. The police screwed up by not getting fingerprints. Why didn't they take fingerprints? And the boss of all people, the boss of the wife, is the one that goes and finds the vehicle after a month. A lot of things don't add up, so I'd love the clarity. I got the information, the links, and everything. Let's be that community. Let's have each other's six. Okay, let's show the world that we're not dependent on the powers that be. We're better. That justice can be served by us, because it's just us. That's all we got, is just us. So that's it. You can tell where this is my signing off moment. Allow the unifiers to bring us together. and let whatever a divider is, especially if it's introduced to you via the mainstream media, let that divider serve as an invitation to conversation so we can help understand one another better. And if we can do that, I legitimately have optimism that we can have a strong voice that the power or those that think they're in power cannot deny and ignore any longer, because I, like all of you, are too exhausted with feeling that we are just scum of the earth, 9-to-5ers. We're gonna, just be born, procreate, do your job until retirement, which is gonna be in till you're 70 at some point, and then just go off and die in your golden years. That is not what life is supposed to be. Let's redefine what life is. Together, we can make life something far more special and beautiful than what we've been taught it is. But the reality can be changed if we all try. All right, guys, that's it. I'm losing my voice. I'm starting to feel, the thing not in my system, but I feel strong because you all are all with me. My hat's off, my adoration, my respect, much love. Good night. It's been an honor and a privilege.